Hello everyone, this is Mark, and as you may have already seen from the title, the Creek Fire Recovery Collaborative is an organization we assisted. Now, this is a small local organization created recently in order to help the Fresno and Madera County mountain and foothills communities to recover and or rebuild from the recent creek fire that occurred in 2020. And one way they do that is by providing a variety of programs to help out those in need. This includes financial aid programs, construction programs, and of course medical health programs as well. But in order to keep up with these programs and improve them, they also hold fundraising events in order to generate more revenue. So what did us students do for the organization? Well, Sylvia was in charge of the organization's budget, therefore she would follow the expenses and income and update the budget accordingly. She would also update the expense tracker. That way the organization is up to date on how much money they are spending and create future plans based on that information. And as you can see on the chart, it will show how much money the organization spent and what they spent that money on and what category will that money fall under in the budget tracker. And of course, sum all the amounts up and they'll know how much they are spending in total. Now, because Sylvia is working on the budget, I gave Alex and I responsibility for reporting the organization's transactions. So after we receive the order receipts, we would log the information into the spreadsheet and that will update how much the organization has spent. So as you can see on the chart below, we would, whatever information is given to us, we would log that into the spreadsheet and it will update how much money has been spent and how much is left over. Also, we would update the status of the orders, whether they're pending or paid. Pending means that we have issued a check already, but the bank hasn't transferred that out of the account yet. And of course, paid is that means that the transaction is already finished and we can log that in to the budget already.
Hello, my name is Sylvia. So I'll be going over the next two slides. So the first slide talks about what we learned through this experience and how this connected to our class. Number one is how important it is to help members in your community. So the reason why the Creek Fire Recovery Collaboration came to be is because a few years back, there was a massive fire outburst incident that affected many of our members in the community. So because of this, they created the Creek Fire Recovery Collaboration. Joining this collaboration, I learned how to use Google Sheets for real life computations. And I understood different types of businesses and how they operate. So Creek Fire Recovery Collaboration is a nonprofit, and how they generate their cash flow is through numerous of grants and donations. We also learned the accounting information system is an important skill set to have to structure, collect, manage, and process financial information system. So especially we were able to collect and manage our expenses, the grants, and seeing where those expenses would allocate onto our budget, but also how to allocate the numerous grants that were given. So this next slide is what did you learn through this experience that is connected to your degree? So we did work with the nonprofit organization. After this experience, it gave me an eye-opening that I can potentially work in a nonprofit organization. It's definitely a career choice that I can choose. I also learned how highly important it is to allocate and track expenses, especially if you're dealing with a lot of grants, a lot of donations, and expenses and knowing how and where that expense is going to be allocated, coded to the budget. Also that there was a lot of individual work, but in the end, everything does tie together. So Mark, Alex, and I did have like our own tasks that we needed to be completed, but there was times where we had to come together and have a meeting. But also we learned that it's very important to have accounting knowledge to help day-to-day operations. Having some accounting knowledge helped me able to track some expenses and seeking the best way to efficiently view the budget or the expense report.
Hi, this is Alex here. I'm here to present to you guys about how students in either accounting major or a data analytics major can help the business community while learning about our skills and whatnot, you know. And essentially, what I have compiled together was a little tiny short list that really emphasizes how the students can benefit from this opportunity and how the businesses can also benefit from students helping out. And essentially what that is students can help implement the software that they're learning in class into the businesses that they're taking a part of. And being able to do that helps the business automate some daily tasks or just tasks in general, and it helps streamline the process, and it'll also help students gain knowledge of how to interact in a work industry in that work culture life, because it is a different atmosphere than school life. And then yeah, that is what I think is very beneficial for both the students and the business community. This opportunity has essentially helped me and my group to become better integrated into the community because it gave us that exposure that this community even exists in the first place. And without that exposure, it wouldn't help initiate us into becoming one with the business community here in Central Valley. And I have to say thank you for our professor for bringing this activity into life, and just my other group members for doing what they can to make this a successful part of my college journey or our college journey in general. All right, thank you.